Well, that was a terrible loss, and basically, and I don't care what anyone said on the radio, and I think we did a pretty good job moving the ball here and there, and great defense. 2 fumbles, 1 loss, and that's the game. You were there, Vin. What happened?
Oh, another day in the friggin' rain and the cold. Let me tell you something. You got to learn how to win, and they're just not learning how to do it. You know, you said it, fumbles. 2 fumbles. The one on the goal line, we're up 20-3 if we score there. Then the next drive, we get the ball back at the 2. We should be up 27-3. Instead, it's a game. You know, it's still 10-3. They get a field goal here and there. Next thing you know, it's a game. It's only one play makes a difference. And of course, that play came on a punt. And it was McKelvin's punt and fumble. I mean, I don't know, what do you, is it coaching? I was walking out of it. Is it coaching? Is it play calling? Is it a combination of all of them? Is it that Orton is just a backup quarterback? He couldn't hit Hogan at the end. You know, I think there was 3 plays during the game where we had the ball in the red zone where he had guys, I mean, not wide open, but capable to hit them, and he just didn't put them in their arms.
Well, isn't it like you say, you've said it before, you've got to have enough positives to outweigh those negatives. Every quarterback has those. I've watched, you know, everyone gets to watch Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning. They all have some crap throws that they screw up, but they have enough great ones that makes up for it.
I don't know what happened. I know the Denver game was a close game. It was 13-10 against, you know, the worst team in the league, the Oakland Raiders.
Oh, that's,
you know,
really?
So, I mean, they only scored 13 points all day, you know, but they figured out how to win the game with 13 points. The Bills had a 13-3 lead in the 4th quarter, and they didn't figure out how to win it. Well, we used to win those types of games. You know, we would get them the fumble. We would win. You know, we would get that 4th and 1 for a touchdown.
Well, at 10-3, we were in the red zone. In fact, we were inside the 10-yard line. Correct? Even you were there when he misses. I still think it's kind of an odd angle to hit Chandler in the shallow corner of the end zone there. Excuse me. And I think Watkins was also open, but you got to get in. I don't care what play you call.
There was another play in the end zone. It was, here's a picture I'll show you right now I took. And you can see the ball. It's way the hell over everybody's head. Here's the defender trying to get to the ball, and it's going to Robert Woods in the end zone. I mean, I don't know if he's open enough, but he certainly didn't get a chance to call to make that pass. And like you said, all of them make bad plays, but those guys figure out a way to make a good play somehow at the end of the game to win it, like he did against Minnesota, like we did against Detroit. You figure out how to win. You got to make those passes. And, you know, at the end of the game, it's 1st and goal. No, not 1st and goal, 1st and 10 from the 14. So we could go for a 1st down. I don't know why they didn't even try. And that on this pass right here, you'll see they have Chandler underneath for a 1st down. He tries to force it in. And then on 4th down, it's not even anywhere near anybody to catch it. I think on 4th down, I've been saying this all along, and we should have too many 4th down trying to win the game at the end. But you force the ball into triple coverage. You give your receiver a chance to catch it, even if it's going to be intercepted. It doesn't matter. It's 4th down. Yeah. An incompletion in the dirt, and he has no way of getting it. Is not a good incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I would imagine he was trying for some sort of what do they call it, the back shoulder.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, maybe is Sammy Watkins. I saw him a couple times coming off, going, "Oh, that was on me. I made a bad." Made a bad move. You know, he was supposed to go someplace else, and you saw that during the game. He threw a bunch of them into the dirt on purpose. You know, so maybe the play is broken. You know, dead. It's kind of like they tried that trick play against us against the Jets, and the guy ran out of the end zone for 1 yard. He was going to throw it to Graham, and he saw it was covered, so he just ate the ball. Sometimes you just have to eat it, but on 4th and goal with 3 minutes left, you got to force it in there.
Well, and the worst part about it is I'm sure many of the fans out there who watched it on television, and obviously everyone in the stadium, when Chiefs go up 17-13, even though they've got the momentum, hey, it's 8 minutes.
And there's a ton of time left.
And 8 minutes held, and the score didn't change. So I want to say certainly.
And we got the ball 3 times after that.
And our defense is doing the job. I know that they let Charles, the best, maybe one of the top 5 players in the league, maybe top 2, 3, outside of especially outside of the quarterbacks. you're not going to stop them every time. Sure, 4th and 1, that is a big boner right there. Yeah. But
my play wasn't the 4th and 1 so much, and it was a little bit. We were doing a little bit of the Chinese fire drill, trying to get players on and off the field at that time. You know, and they're not ready for it. And, they're going to run the ball, so somebody's got to cover. Contain the edges. Somebody's got to be there. Those. I don't know, is it the defensive coordinator? But the play before that, and you were just saying sometimes they make plays. Even Shope on the way there, he doesn't have a problem with that 3rd and 16 that we gave him 15 yards on the play right before that. And I looked at it again. It was a 3-man rush. The play before that, we had a 6 or 7 guy rush, and we sacked him for 6 yards. Just rush the hell out of the guy. Here's a guy that doesn't really throw a good long ball. And I noticed it. Every time he tried to throw it really long, that was probably the longest pass of the day for him. He couldn't do it. It was all these quick hitters over the middle. And if you give him time, he can do that. And the same thing, 3rd and 7, and we get the ball with 2 minutes instead of 14 seconds left. Right. If we get them, we only rush 3 or 4 guys, and he's got all day to just sit there and make a pretty pass. And he could either eat it or make a pass if it's wide open, but he wasn't rushed. He wasn't challenged. And we did that a few times against Brady, and Brady will eat you alive. Brady, in triple coverage, threw a touchdown, for 40 yards because he could sit there and throw. Those are professional athletes that can throw the ball. Orton, didn't make the plays when he had. And you can't blame him for the game. Like you said, we could have been up 20 to 3 if Bryce doesn't.
Sure,
make that
and
fumble.
who knows? And again, you don't hate to play those what if games, but if it's 20 to 3, something about everyone gets the fire in their belly, and then next thing you know,
the
we
momentum
won
just
40
goes.
to 21 and whatever.
And the same thing I said against New England, we lost that game. Instead of a 40-yard touchdown pass, if the defensive back turns around and makes an interception in the end zone, now we get a turnover, we get the ball in the 20. It's still a 0-0 game. The momentum changes.
Sure.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
It is those
types of plays that kill you.
You can pinpoint those plays, and for us, again, I don't care what the scheme. We played good enough defense to win, and we played good enough offense to win.
Well, look at the stats. We held
2 fumbles.
We held Smith for 17 to 29 for us. 177 yards. We sacked him 6 times. Darius had 3 sacks. Mario Williams had 1, and this kid Hughes, he's an unrestricted free agent. What does he have total now? But he had 2 more today. He's got a handful.
Someone tells me we're going to let him walk.
So our defense is playing really well. Cal Orton, 29 for 48, and he probably at least 6 or 7 of them threw away on purpose. So he had 259 yards for 1 touchdown. We only had the 1 touchdown first drive of the game. We're in the red zone a bunch of times. You take more shots at the end zone. Then at the end, when we could have got our first down, that Chandler was open for a first down, and they're throwing it in the end zone. I don't know. Marv Levy used to say, when it works, I'm a genius. When it doesn't work, I'm not. Last week they're saying they run the ball. Now they're saying they threw the ball, threw the ball. Whatever it is, the other guy's going to call and say that's if it doesn't work, the coach's fault. Mm-hmm. But is it the coach's fault that they fumble on a punt return with McKelvin saying, look, once you're getting dragged down, just hang on to the ball. Don't try to get the extra half a yard. It's not going to make a hill of beans if you don't hold on to the ball. I mean, that really lost the game for us. That one, irrespective if we don't get the fumble earlier. I mean, with 8 minutes left, we have the ball at the 26, and we start driving down. And who knows if we kick a field goal or something, we go up. They don't get that touchdown, and we can take some momentum. We can make a decent drive and punt it to the, make them go the full length of the field. Instead, they get the ball at the 26.
I mean, McKelvin's fumble was.
It was brutal.
I mean, it was brutal, but again, you don't go into a play like that thinking you're going to fumble, obviously. I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, once you're hit by the first guy and he's dragging you down, just go with it and just hang on to the ball with 2 hands. The second guy comes in and makes it. Is that coaching? Is that, didn't he do that against New England a year ago?
Well, 4 years ago
or whatever. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. The coaches can only do so much, and I've been arguing with plenty of people online about the offensive coordinator, and people call me every name in the book about how much of a jerk off I am. But the point is, the players are out there playing. The line did enough to keep the quarterback upright. If Brown doesn't have Butterfingers right there on the goal line, even though the guy punched it out, if you see on the replay,
or even with any
out.
long Chandler's just sitting there.
Oh, and he had it. Yeah, it touched it.
It's like it was Just he tried to fall on it. You know, it must be so hard though with that thing. It's like.
Do you think these big guys then they come home and they go into their bedroom and then they just like rip apart their bedroom and just like beat the shit out of
right?
everything?
Because I saw him lay on he laid on the floor after. Like,
I mean, he's 6'8", 200.
He knew he had a touchdown. You know, it's like I play tennis and, you know, that ball just floats. It's like you have too much time to think about it and then you miss the real easy ones. That ball was just sitting there.
Well,
you know, just sitting there.
The defense played good enough, held them to, even with the turnover, held them to 17. You want to hold them to under 20. You want to score 20 or over.
Yeah, exactly.
That's football.
That's playoff football. That's playoff football.
And actually, neither team, I mean, these are the two of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah.
And they're very equal, like they said in the beginning. And when the two teams are equal, the things that differentiate our turnovers, we lost it.
We lost the turnover battle.
Penalties weren't even that bad. I know we had the offsides.
The offsides, he did flinch a little bit when you looked at it again. But this is my issue, and I'm always a homer, and I'm always going to talk about it from a vantage point of the Bills. But here's Smith doing a slide, and the guy misses him. Just he
hit him
first. Did he actually
hit his shoulder?
Hit him.
He did hit him.
So, but it was like a ticky tack. He didn't really hit him. He just kind of glanced off of him, and then. That play before the fourth down, when we talk about the flinch, it looks like Hogan gets hit way out of bounds.
Oh yeah,
way out of bounds. And then the Chandler
push off.
A little. Instead of a 1st and 10 and we're driving, it's a 1st and 20 and we're way back.
Right, and
then we have to make that long completion, which we almost did. We still overcame that. And that's the difference. They went 3rd and 16 and at 15, and on 4th and 1 they went and scored a touchdown.
Sure.
We went 3rd and 16. We missed it and was 4th and 1, and we punted the ball to the 3. Which
it became 4th and 6.
Yeah, but I don't think he was ever going to snap that ball. Do you think he was?
Yeah.
I don't think he was snapping the ball.
Yeah.
He was trying to draw him off.
Oh, you don't think so?
He was just trying to draw him off.
Oh, I thought we were ready.
I didn't think he was going to. They were just trying to draw him off.
He should have just went for it.
And everybody's just standing perfectly still. They were trying to draw him off. They should have just went for it. They get the 1 yard and go for it, just like Kansas City did. Thursday night against Miami.
Yeah, well, we could almost make a separate video to preview. But hey, Thursday night against Miami. Luckily, Miami lost as well. Even though so
my second favorite team in football wins. You know who my second favorite team is?
Whoever's playing the Dolphins.
Whoever's playing the Dolphins. So the Detroit Lions today.
They beat them at the last
second.
At home. So that means that Dolphins are still playing at a good high level. Because Detroit is one of the best teams in the league.
Good defensive team.
Yeah, good defensive team, and their offenses, they got that McKelvin Johnson back.
I guess he caught a nice touchdown today for them.
He did. You can't stop him.
But okay, San Diego kills us here. We kill Miami there, and then Miami beats up on San Diego 37-0. So we all beat each other. And now what's the real team?
Oh, and
here?
I think Kansas City destroyed Miami at home.
Did they? Yeah.
And so now we're going to Miami, though. Remember, it's
we have to go there Thursday night.
I like it because I think Jackson's a little bit healthier, and I think he's ready to play. And I think everyone's going to feel a lot nicer that it's not 40 degrees and raining.
Yeah.
Even though it's like that for them too, but Miami, they're just used to it. So for us, it's more like you're energized by it, perhaps.
Maybe I'll fly down to Miami and watch the game. My wife's out there. She's down there? Yeah, she's got a hotel right on the ocean. I was going to go with her, and at the last minute, I said,
she's there through the game?
Town. Yeah, so, no, she's coming back Wednesday.
Oh.
So, but
you go, honey, I'll stay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to come on Wednesday when she leaves and go on Thursday. All right, squish the fish. See you guys next week. Go Bills.